The biggest benefit for me since doing the SMI programme is really keeping me focused on what's important. I think beforehand I was very easily distracted into doing some firefighting work rather than keeping very focused on, as you'll see in the SMI programme, what's called the imperative and important items. The reason why I decided to start working with John and SMI was that my background was predominantly the corporate world, and I'd seen many different ways of thinking about how to approach my time management. However, after speaking to John, I could see that we had some practical tools that I could actually use to actually make a difference into that theory, and I would certainly advocate what I've now learned since working with John. It's made a huge difference, and I now not only know the theory, but I have something to be able to implement.
To observe how he works with other people in a wide range of businesses, and what comes across straight away when you have worked with John for any length of time and you've watched him in operation, you realise that he has a very good instinctive understanding of how businesses should work and how they should be adjusted or moved, or what stimulus is needed. So he has that natural instinct for business, which is very helpful. And he has helps me to get the right people on board and encouraged me to do so. He has also guided me in the direction of the most valuable businesses to pursue, and the profitability and the smooth and efficient running of my department has benefited hugely.
When the recession hit in 2008, I realised that we had to start doing things differently. We were doing business the same way we'd done things along the time. We weren't getting the results we did before. It was hard to get work, it was hard to make any money. And I knew we needed to make some changes really, and I didn't know how to start. As a business owner now, I'm 100% confident on where we are financially. I know where we spend our money, I know where we make our margins, I know what customers we want to work for and what we don't. I know how to get more work in, I know what I need to do to get more work in. When work dries up, I know I need to go out and see people. Face-to-face meetings, we've got good relationships with our clients now, we concentrate on that. And also, we monitor everything we do now, so we know what works and we do more of it. We know what's not working. So I just feel more in control of the business. I mean, that means that every job we do tender now, we know who we're tendering it for, and we're seriously tendering it. We're speaking to them, we're negotiating jobs. We're not just winning jobs because we're the cheapest client, cheapest tender. We're winning jobs because people want to work for us. So it makes the whole process a lot more effective. And the major benefit from that is just knowing what you're doing with your time. As the programme says, everyone gets the same amount of time. If you work 40 or 50 hours a week, you can either spend 40 or 50 hours a week doing really important stuff and turn your business around, or you can just plod along, letting things happen to you, not taking control. So I'm just focused on stuff which is going to grow my business and make me money.
We are on target to make a small profit this year, which, considering the economic climate we're in, is very good. We are faced with some heavy increases in costs with diesel and labour in our industry. I think the thing that SMI has got us to do is budget and plan for the future, so we're not just looking at the P&L as December, oh no, where did we go wrong? We're now looking at the P&L of December this year against December last year, and hopefully December in the year to come, so that we can spot problems, look for trends and exploit anything that we see fit to exploit. And also, if we are having regular meetings, regular sessions, if there are problems, we can jump on them very quickly before they become issues which could affect profitability for the future. We've also took a big step back in evaluating how much our time as a director costs, and dealing with important things like sales inquiries is now far higher up my list of jobs to do in the day.
Having an external sounding board, somebody you can be totally honest with, and somebody who's going to ask you some hard questions is useful, because again, we can all if we want to, we can all also kid ourselves that we're doing everything we should do, and sometimes we're not. Like, you know, if there's something that you need to do which is going to move your business forward, you don't make a plan of how you're going to do that in 2 weeks' time. You do it now.
At the end of the day, I suppose the biggest benefit has been the extraordinary increase in turnover. I mean, annually, we reckon our business, well, over the last 3 years since we started this programme, our turnover has increased by 30% per year.
The results speak for themselves. I mean, I know it's quite difficult because we were a start-up business, and so it's difficult to know how much was due to SMI and how much was down to the sort of natural growth of the business. But I would say that it's added probably 25 to 30% to our business.
What does that equate to
in money?
Monetary terms?
100,000 a year, something like that.
As I said, you know, we're just more organised, more focused, and much more. We meet once a month. We go through our goals, and then during that month we will make sure that we are achieving them. So we track on a daily basis, we track on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, and a yearly basis. And without that, we wouldn't really know. I reckon we know now exactly where our business is at any one time, and what we have to do to do better. We never knew whether we were succeeding or not, and of course, once you've been able to, once you can see your achievements, it just spurs you on to do more. We work as hard as we did before, but we achieve a great deal more, and we also make our home life. We try and fill every moment we have. So we have much better time at home, and our business is doing so much better that we can actually afford to go away on holidays and weekends, etc. Just having a much better time, really. Speak to John and get into one of his programs, and once you've done one with him and you notice the difference, like us, you'll probably actually do another couple or whatever. Go for this program. It's brilliant.